Back to the brain cycle, right? Let's talk about the habits of lust, controlling these habits of lust, my guys. These is for y'all, right? Let's tighten up. You know what I'm saying? Let's tighten up and let's put our heads on straight and make sure that we got the tunnel vision that we need to achieve our goals and not chase these women. Let's kick it off, right? First of all, one of my most important things you already know, cutting back on social media. The cutting back on social media is so important because all the vices, all of our lusts is right there in front of our face. As soon as you go on to Instagrams and YouTubes and everything, even like I said, even the YouTube from time to time, if your algorithm isn't adjusted to watching content like this, watching content to uplift you and motivate you, then it's directed at something nonsense that's not good for your brain. You know what I'm saying? So you definitely want to make sure that you got the right things in your algorithm that's keeping your brain sharp and not causing you to go over and lust on different girls' accounts, different girls' pages, start DMing girls and all that. You want to make sure that you're sharp, you want to make sure that you focus, and you want to make sure that when you go onto these platforms, you have a presentable image. You know what I'm saying? Your image, your social images, it means a lot, you know? And so when you go in and you reach out to women and you saying this, that, and the third in her Instagram and or on Twitter or whatever, or you posting pics of yourself or you sending pics of yourself, you know, you break your image. You know, you taint your image. Better yet, and you know, it's never a good look for us men. So we gotta tighten up on that. You know, even the Snapchat as well. So one, cutting back on social media, that's number one. Definitely tighten up on that or change your algorithm so that you can be looking at the better things. Stay off the explore page. You know what I'm saying? Even grown men tell me, yeah, that explore page, crazy. I gotta stay off of that because it'll show you it'll show you women that you never probably even seen in your you know what I'm saying, physical real life. You live in a town where you might not even see them type of women. So you gotta make sure that, you know what I'm saying, you keep your mind on game, because at the end of the day, you scrolling on Instagram, tapping big booties and things like that, it ain't gonna bring you no paper, big dog. So we gotta tighten up. You dig. Next, we got explicit videos. You know, your explicit videos, your corn, whatever you want to call it. You gotta cut back on it, or you gotta cut it out your life, period. Now, I don't know too much on the semen retention, you know what I'm saying? And I can't tell you how to live your sexual life. You know what I'm saying? That's on you. That's the choices that you make. But when it comes to not being a slave to lust and a slave to your desires, yeah, you need to put that away, and you need to make sure that you have a very strong restraint for things like explicit content, because it's gonna mess up your thought process, it's gonna mess up your brain, it's gonna mess up your energy, it's gonna mess up the way that you talk to women, it's gonna mess up the way that you're approached or the way that you approach other people. So you gotta keep these things in mind, because you thinking, oh, I just want to watch this, or I just want to see that, or she look like this, or ooh, I can't wait to, and all the while it's deteriorating your brain cells. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely deteriorating your brain cells. So be mindful of the content you watch. You know what I'm saying? We are what we watch. We are what we speak. We are what we listen to on a daily basis. So be mindful of what you're putting inside your body and inside your brain. You know what I'm saying? It's very important to watch healthier things than that. Very important. So, you know, cut back on the explicit videos, and if so, cut it out your life completely. Strongly recommend it. You did. Let's go. Next one I got for y'all, number 3, is simping. Simping, right now. And I recently just kind of learned or came to a complete understanding of what simping was, and I feel like at a certain point in our lives, we all men have done something that was considered simp. You know what I'm saying? So I'll say this, right? Simp for your wife when necessary. You know what I'm saying? Simp for the woman who you love most in the world. You know, you don't want to be out here simping for the random girl in the corner, or some random girl that you just met at the club that's about to throw you to the curb, or that you about to throw to the curb. You know what I'm saying? Stop sacrificing yourself for someone else's benefit. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that you got your ducks in a row. Make sure you got your head on straight and your goals lined up. You know, you can't be, oh man, you can't be throwing money on these women and you not have enough money for your rent. You can't be throwing money on these women or sacrificing all your time for women if you didn't straighten out things at home. You don't got your mama taken care of. You don't got your kids taken care of. You don't got yourself taken care of. You know what I'm saying? Start thinking. And even if you do have all those things taken care of, when you look back on the purpose of what you're doing, is it really worth it? You know? Is it really worth it? Could you be spending this time doing something more valuable, something more profitable, something that'll see more benefit to you in the future? You know what I'm saying? Tighten up, you dig what I'm saying? Yeah, because at the end of the day, the whole simp game is getting bad. Y'all on Instagram comments, y'all in all the comments and Facebook comments talking about, oh my God, what I would do to smell you. Listen, man, y'all gotta tighten up. Y'all gotta tighten up, man. Y'all gotta do better. Can't lie to you. That should be humiliating. That should be embarrassing. I don't care if you got a fake account or not. You should reflect on it and be like, damn, did I really just type that? Like, y'all don't be thinking that. Y'all don't send the messages out and then look at what y'all just sent out and be like, I'm out my damn mind. Man, that leads me to number 4, man. Spending money on girls. You could tie it into simping if you want, but at the same time, I think it's a little bit different because men will unconsciously just spend money on whatever woman that they want. And I'm not saying that is wrong, you dig what I'm saying? But when you invest in the people who don't bring you value, you kind of just throwing money down the drain. You know what I'm saying? At that point, you just throwing money down the drain because your investment is not bringing you any return. You know, yeah, you might have a fun night with the girl, granted, you know what I'm saying? You might have a little, but that interaction might suck more life out of you, no pun intended, than you intended. You know what I'm saying? It might suck more life out of you than you intended it to. So you got to be mindful of who you let into your bubble, who you let into your life. You can't just let any type of woman, you know, connect with your soul. You know what I'm saying? It will cost you. It definitely will cost you. You know what I'm saying? You can think that, hey, you could just pop 100 and have a lot of fun and do this and do that, but be mindful of your actions. You know what I'm saying? Be mindful of who you intertwine your spirit and your soul with, because in the long run, it will affect you. It will affect you. You feel me? At number 5, chasing women, man. That pursuit, that big old pursuit, man. When you go after, right? That felt like high school, man. I felt like high school. All of us just wanted to run around and, oh, this girl, that girl, she cute. You know what I'm saying? Say hi to her, talk to her at the school, get her number. Let's see what we can do, right? You know what I'm saying? As far as being an adult out in this adult world, you know, you can shoot your shot. But when we talking chasing, when we talking like I'm gonna keep trying, bro, obviously she don't want you. And I don't want nobody that don't want me. You know what I'm saying? I just don't. If I gotta keep chasing you, I don't want you to be my girl, because that means that in the long run, as soon as you figure out, damn, I really don't like him. I remember why I didn't like him. As soon as I do something wrong, or as soon you get a bad taste in your mouth type vibe, out the door. You know what I'm saying? She gonna be out the door. You gonna be salty. Man, stop chasing these women that really don't like y'all, man. That's you dig what that's number 6. Go after women who like you, love you, are interested in you, show interest in you. And this is the tip. That will happen once you get yourself together. You know what I'm saying? Once you put yourself in the right space, you will attract beautiful women that will genuinely like you for who you are. They'll approach you, you know what I'm saying? Or even if that's not the case, you'll be given opportunities where it'll say, hey, this is an environment, and that's the type of woman that really attracts me, and I'm gonna go shoot my shot. And 9 times out of 10, you come correct, you come play with it. You know what I'm saying? You got yourself together, you got your ish together. It's no reason that a woman could doubt you, a woman could turn you down. That's in your caliber and that you really attracted to. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, the main thing is making sure you have yourself together. You got your ducks in a row. You got your situation figured out, at least a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what they want. That's what they look for. And it breathes off your energy. It breathes off of you. You know what I'm saying? You show it whether you know it or not. You know, people could tell whether you know it or not. Oh yeah, I could tell he walking with confidence. Oh yeah, I could tell he don't watch explicit videos every day just by how the way he approached that woman. You know what I'm saying? He don't seem jittery. He don't seem like he not focused. He can talk to her and look in her eyes and speak confidently to her. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, focus on building yourself up so that you can get the women that you really, really desire and you really, really want when you're looking for a spouse, or even if you're looking for some temporary fun. You want to make sure that you're putting the right people in your life, because even temporary fun can turn into something way bigger than you thought it would be, good or bad. That temporary fun could land somebody in jail. You ain't even thinking like that. You know what I'm saying? So just keep in mind what you're doing and who you got going on in your life. Number 7, last but not least, love will come unexpectedly. Like I just said, once you tighten yourself up, it's gonna come to you. But more importantly, you won't even expect it. You won't even expect it, man. You'll think that one night stand was just a one night stand, and let alone y'all align so perfectly that God somehow gonna bring y'all back together to share the path. You know what I'm saying? So keep an open mind with things, and make sure you listening to your heart. Don't listen to, you dig? Don't listen to the stabber. Don't listen to the banana. You dig what I'm saying? You gotta listen to here, and you can listen to here when you know that you really found somebody who's worth it, and that you're willing to put that time in for. If you're willing to put that time in for, that's beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that you're putting that pain in for, and that you're willing to sacrifice. Not even sacrifice, but compromise to share life together. You know what I'm saying? Because when you decide to share your life with someone, it's a big responsibility. It's a big responsibility, and it's a beautiful thing. But I think for a lot of us men, we don't understand sometimes the complexity that it is. And it's very valuable. I know for me personally, it took me a while to understand it. You know what I'm saying? But once the light was shined on me and I was granted these opportunities, I definitely had to take heed and take notes and you know, not let go of the blessing that God gifted me with. So yeah, that's 7 things to help you kick those lust habits, you know, because especially in times like today, they're using women as like a weapon against us, and not even the women themselves, I'll say entirely, definitely partially, but not entirely. You know, they for the most part, a lot of them just really want to make a bag. I don't blame them, you know. But just the content that like is pushed, just the social images that's pushed, you know what I'm saying? It's all made to like distract us and keep us off of our game. So, you know, stay focused, man. Stay sharp. You don't need to like every picture. You don't need to give attention to every beautiful woman you see. It's a lot of beautiful women out here. You can't have all of them, you know. Focus on yourself. Tighten up. And the beautiful ones will automatically attract to you. This is Brain Cycle. Tighten up, fellas.